Do you think at all about road not taken sometimes, Coach? And for instance, obviously the NBA opportunity that could have been there for you in Cleveland. Maybe you would have been working for Michigan State honk Dan Gilbert had LeBron stuck around in time for you to make a decision.
I don't look back at different opportunities I've had. I really don't. I kind of appreciate where I am, and I'm not one of those guys that, I wish I would have done this and wish I would have done that. I mean, I made my bed. I'm going to sleep in it, and I like where I'm at. I like what I'm doing. But I guess once in a while you say, what would it be like there? Steve and I talk about that a lot. His career kind of went exact opposite of mine. He kind of went almost directly to the league. And I took the other route. He moved around 14 times, and I stayed put. And yet it's worked for both of us. And so I don't have many regrets about that stuff. Once in a while a question mark, or if a player gets in trouble or you lose a recruit, you kind of say, boy, the NBA sounds better. And then you watch some of things that go on there and you say, college sounds better. And then you come to realize anytime you make decent money and in decent position, there's going to be pressure and there's going to be problems, and you just got to learn to deal with it.
How close were you? If LeBron had made a decision, if he had told Jim Gray he wasn't taking his talents to South Beach before your decision, would that have altered, you think, the future in a way?
I say no, but if I was to be honest, I guess I'd question that. I mean, if it would have been the week before and he would have stayed, would that have mattered? Anytime you get a chance to coach the greatest player who was playing at the time, I'm sure it would have had some impact. But I also, I like what I do. I like the fact I think I can impact more people here. I like going to graduations and football games. I like the things that the college atmosphere brings, and that's why I've kind of stuck with it.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.